Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm planning to share items I picked up for Christmas and I'm happy to have you here and let's get started. First of all, I wanted to start today by saying thank you to all of you who happen to come across my channel in one way or another and you decided to take the time to watch my fall videos or maybe something prior to fall. I can't thank you enough for doing that. You watched and you took that time and I do appreciate it, and I especially want to thank those of you who decided to subscribe and stick around and come back for more ideas to come. That truly means a lot to me. I thank you so much for that. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing and spending time here on the channel, and I do appreciate it.
Okay, so for today, the items I'll be sharing, many are what you would consider falling under a neutral type Christmas decor. So I do not decorate in all areas or spaces or rooms the same theme. I have yet to do that. I have recently been thinking more about trying it at some point, but so far I haven't. And I do put up more than one tree. And since I started doing that, I've tended to put one tree is one theme and the area or room around that or that the tree is in will go with and coordinate with the tree. So I usually do the woodland tree, my winter woodland tree, around our living room. And so then what's in there kind of will go with that. And then I also do a gingerbread tree, and then what's near that tree will be maybe some red and white decor and stuff like that. So that's usually how I proceed. So today you'll see a lot of neutral decor type items. So first of all, I wanted to share, I think I'll start with, okay, so I came across this blanket at Walmart and I just love it, absolutely love it. And I used a lot of like neutral colors actually here in our living room for fall. This is Better Homes and Gardens line, and it is super soft and it's a pretty big size. Some people had unfolded some of them there so I could see actually what it was, but it's the typical 50 by 72, but I do feel like it's a little bit better quality and thickness than some of the blankets that are that size that you typically find. Thinking neutrals, this definitely goes with it. I have some browns out. I also have black pillow cases and that I've used before, and different themes and different pillows that go with the neutral decor. So anyhow, I thought this would definitely tie in because a lot of my pillows are solids versus in the neutrals that I use. They're solids versus the patterns or plaids or anything. So I thought in the blanket, this will be a good idea to help break that up and tie all the colors together. So anyhow, I grabbed one of these. I may have to get another one, but they were a really good price. I think it was like $19.99. So, okay, so from Hobby Lobby, and I found this little guy. I didn't need him, but I really did think that he was cute. So this one was half of $17.99, and I have a few of these. They're a little different with the scarf and, you know, their material and everything, but they're definitely the little shelf sitters, and they're the ones I have so far are neutral. So I didn't need him, but I really thought he was cute. He's definitely neutral, so he would go with a lot of areas that I would be doing. And I've also used these before in sitting in a wreath before, and it looks really cute versus a shelf or a ledge or anything. So that's another idea of a way to use this. There are lots of places that I could put him that would work. Okay, so also continuing with Hobby Lobby, I got some of these picks, and I meant to get them in years past, and I would usually miss them before they were already gone and sold out. So half of $3.99, and I just grabbed, if you know, probably not enough. I grabbed like 6 or 7, I think, 8, something like that. But I know a lot of people have decorated with them in various ways, but you know, in your bowls with your bowl filler and letting them come out, or a little bit on your shelves to tie in from one to another, sticking in or around your other decor. That always looks nice. This could also be insert a tree pick. It's always nice to add other greenery to your tree. So, and that's a way to do it, is inexpensive picks and then adding different textures in your tree, not just your garlands and things. I'm pointing up on my fireplace where I'll be doing a garland, but you can also do that with your tree too. And of course, people use these in wreaths. So like I said, a handful of those. And then I really liked these cone shape, and it looks like they're done with plastic and wire inside and then coated in the sequins. So this was $7.99 and half off. So basically 4 for this size. And I got a couple of those, and then I got a couple of the largest one that they had. And this was half of $9.99. So basically 5. And these are the 2 sizes that I got, and I got a few of each of them. So I usually use these in my dining room. So stay tuned, come back, stick around if you want to see how I end up using these items. The mercury glass ornaments, I've always liked those, and I picked up a set. It's supposed to have 6. This is a holiday time brand, and I, of course, was looking at these. I did break one of them, and I said I would buy it because it was my fault. I didn't have to buy it. Of course, they weren't going to ask me to. I decided I would. So I really wasn't planning to put these on a tree anyhow. I was just planning to use this as a decorative bowl filler or something like that. So I'll have 5 instead of 6, but I know they had these. My Texas house had a garland that had these. I thought those were really nice, and I think it was in both finishes as well, the silver and the gold. These I think were around $9.99. Also from Hobby Lobby, I decided to get some more of these bells that I had gotten last year, and so this was $5.99, then half off. And I grabbed 3 of this size, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, 3 of this size, and I already had some of these last year, so I used them on my winter woodland tree. So I'll probably add a few more there, and I'm also thinking of another idea for these. I have gotten those before. I think mainly I'd gotten them at Cracker Barrel a couple of years, and then I happened to find them, like I said, before they were gone at Hobby Lobby. And then I also decided to get this set. It was half of $14.99. So I thought that of an idea, many people will use these on fireplace garland hanging from the edge, or they'll put them at the bottom of their banister, a railing, peg shelf or something, or a little rack you have. Same finish as the other bells. At Walmart, they had these beautiful little acorn ornaments. And all of the ornaments from the holiday time line, they were $2.14 each. So they were very inexpensive, and I just thought this would look nice going on my tree, which does have the gold bells, or it could go, in your fireplace garland or multiple places. This could also be a bowl filler piece instead of like the mercury glass that I shared before. Many things you could do with these as well, but I grabbed a couple of those. And then this was early on in the season. I think this went kind of quickly. I did happen to be in Walmart and find this, and I grabbed it. And it's the 2 wooden bells, and it has the brown bow. And these were, again, the holiday time line. And I think it was like right under $10. These would look nice in a tree. I would want to have more than one set. So that would be like, $10 an ornament, which I guess you could do. But you would have to get, I would want a lot of. Probably use it either in a wreath idea or something like that. I definitely thought it was pretty. Definitely goes with my neutral and my winter woodland. And I like this ribbon a lot on it as well. Oh my goodness, I was so excited to find these gorgeous little owls. Look at this. These are absolutely stunning. Little tiny owl. I think, again, like I said, the ornaments were $2.14. This was holiday time brand as well. And I just absolutely love the neutral decor to this. And I love this, the browns, and has a couple pine cones. I mean, this isn't my favorite, the little greenery and the pine cones at the very bottom. And actually one of them I bought, it was loose, but I was like, that's fine, because if I decide to take them off, which I don't think I will, just because I don't want to worry about like if it looks really bad at the fur where the glue was stuck to. I probably won't. Just a natural looking jute tie there. And so anyhow, I had lots of owls on my tree. I always add some owls each year. This year I found these, like I said, I really liked them. And oh, here's the one I was talking about that was a little loose. And anyhow, I like the idea of having some where I could decorate more in groupings. So that is something newer that I'm going to try this year versus what I've done before. Okay, also holiday time brand. They had these flocked ornaments with the brown. They had this brown, a gingerbread colored brown, and then lighter brown than this. So maybe 3 different browns that I remember seeing, and a couple of different sizes. I think it was this size, and then they had some that were like pretty much the bigger, I forget exactly what dimensions the bigger one is, but I don't think they had any smaller than this unless I missed it. So these were $8.18, I believe. I debated between this brown and I don't know if you remember the Hobby Lobby browns that they had last year and the last couple of years, where you could buy all of the packs, which I bought a lot last year, and I shared. This was the cream or the neutral, and I got the different sizes, but they were all separate. So all of them were all of this color and all the different sizes. Well, I couldn't decide. I'm like, I think I really want the Hobby Lobby browns, but guess what? This year, they didn't bring them back separately. You had to buy them all together, which was a darker brown, the lighter brown, which would have been fine. I love the browns, but I didn't need any more of these. I have a whole tub full of these because I bought so many of them last year of this color. So I did not really want to buy more of this. I mean, I guess if I did make more than one tree be the same theme, it would work out. But right now it's like, I still have plenty. I probably don't even need that. So I debated it, send these back or return these and get the Hobby Lobby, but I decided not to just because I didn't want to get more of the cream, and I just kept these for now. Okay, and last but not least, for the neutral decor, I would like to share with you some TJMaxx finds. And I know a lot of people have been all about the Christmas tree. This one I found at TJMaxx, and it was $14.99. I think they said, oh, it was made in Vietnam. I couldn't remember which place. So these are just a lighter shade maybe than the ones at Target, and they were also way bigger than the sizes there. The ones at Target, I think, ended up going on sale after, like I said, I found these. But this size is the smallest of the sizes that I bought, and it's $14.99. So I just love that. And then I also found, I hit the jackpot that day, this size. And it's almost, there you go, I can get it in the frame. This one was only $19.99. Great size there. This one, I was so excited. This has probably been my favorite find for this year's Christmas decor. It was only $29.99. So I absolutely love that I found all 3 of these, like I said, and I felt like they were such a good deal and you were getting so much for the price. These will probably show up here on my fireplace in the living room this year. That's what my plan is so far. But just to show you the sizes together here, I'm going to just put them up here for a second. This will not be how I leave them, I don't believe. I haven't thought of using the middle of this with them. Here you can see the 3 sizes. Well, this brings us to the end of today's Christmas decor. I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you did, be sure to give the video a like and subscribe for more ideas to come. I'd love to have you return. So until next time, Merry Christmas, happy decorating, and be sure to leave me a comment if you had a favorite item from today. Thanks. Bye.